What's going on, guys? Mara here, back again with another video, and today I want to talk about the two new artifacts that just got released in update 2.3, namely the Husk of Opulent Dreams as well as the Ocean-Hued Clam. So I have them both on Albedo and Kokomi respectively, which is probably the only two characters right now that are really good at optimizing or fully using them. And I want to do a comparison to from their old damage to their new damage. So for this comparison, for the first one, we're going to be using the Husk of Opulent Dreams on Albedo. Now, unfortunately, I have fused away my old artifacts on Albedo, which was using the 2-piece Noblesse Oblige as well as 2-piece Archaic Petra. And so you guys just have to trust my numbers on this. But previously, he was doing about 10k damage with Zhongli's shield, which gave 20% shred. So today, I'm going to be using the exact same team comp with Albedo and Zhongli to give this shred and hopefully get a good comparison between the two. Now, for fairness, I have chosen to use my Harbinger of Dawn because that was what I was using before update 2.3, before the new 4-star weapon came around. And after this, I'll show you guys what he is capable of with the new 4-star weapon. So let's go to the Regisvine and just do a quick comparison, okay? So do remember the number to beat is 10k. So we're gonna go ahead and do that, and then we'll have the shield up for Zhongli, and we'll hit. Okay, so right off the bat, the first stack is already hitting 10k, and 12k now on the second stack, and I don't know if you can get the third stack up. Okay, wait, I don't know how many stacks that was, but you guys saw it was 12k, and I don't think I got the full stack up. But it is already better than what what he was using previously. Now with this stat though, I just want to show you guys my artifacts. So right now my artifact details are as such. I have 45% crit rate and 73% crit damage. This is just from the artifacts. So in total, these are my total attributes. Now keep in mind I'm using the Harbinger of Dawn, so these crit rate and crit damage numbers are very, very inflated. But yeah, so this is the damage that we got with the new set. It's about a 20% increase from what we've seen with the old artifact that I was using. But now let me just show you guys what he's capable of with the Cinnabar Spindle. So, oh my god, wait, I can't equip... Okay, wait, hold on. Alright, so I went back to take a look at the footage, and the stacks have indeed stacked up. So 12k was the number to beat, and also right now I have the Cinnabar Spindle on him. So this is actually a really good combination because the Cinnabar Spindle allows you to scale off of your defense, and a lot of the defense actually comes from the artifacts, namely the 4-piece. And one thing to note, I don't recommend getting defense percent substats in Albedo's artifacts. The main stat should be enough. So like for example on the timepiece you have defense percent, and that's good enough. All your artifacts should be focusing on crit rate and crit damage to maximize his DPS. So just something to take note of, and let's go and test the damage with the new Cinnabar Spindle. I have it on level 90, but unfortunately my Albedo is still only level 80. I will get him up soon, but for now it is what it is. So with the same like setup, you see we have 14k, 16, and that should be the max stack, right? Wait. 16, yeah, so we got about 16k from the Cinnabar Spindle, so that actually increased our proc damage by a further 4,000. So it's very important that you have this weapon on Albedo. The old setup just doesn't cut it anymore, and from like in total it's about a 60% increase with the new artifact and the new weapon for Albedo. So definitely you guys should be farming for this weapon as well as the artifact itself. Alright, next let's talk about Kokomi. So Kokomi was using the 4-piece Heart of Depth set previously. That was the set that I determined to be good on her. And the way that you maximize damage on Kokomi with the Heart of Depth set is to use your Elemental Burst immediately after your Elemental skill, which was counterintuitive to Kokomi's kit because Kokomi's Elemental Burst actually extends the duration of her Elemental skill. And to get a good rotation from her kit, you want to make sure your E is on as long as possible before you use your Q. So with the new Ocean-Hued Clam, things are different. You don't really have to use E followed by Q, but I'm still going to use it because it will maximize healing and therefore maximizing the explosion damage of the Ocean-Hued Clam. So let's go ahead and test that out. Now before this, with the Heart of Death set, my per hit on the Q was doing about 6k damage. So let's see what kind of numbers we can get. Okay, and then we go E, Q, and right now you can see I'm doing 5k, which is significantly lesser, but keep in mind that there's the explosion. And as you can see, the explosion exploded for 18k. Alright, so I went back and reviewed the footage, and I saw that the explosions actually occurred 3 times in total. There was a 14k at the start, and then an 18k, and then a mini explosion at 4k at the end. Probably because I didn't finish my attack, I just stopped halfway. And if I were to continue everything, then it would probably go up even higher. So these numbers totaled up to about 36k damage, and if I were to finish attacking, I would say a humble estimate will be about 40k in total in terms of just the 4-piece explosion damage. And it is insane, the amount of damage, because in the duration of her Q, I would say I got about 12 to 14 attacks in, which is, at 5k a hit, is 60 to 70k damage. And on top of that, we have the 40k explosion, right? So that totals her burst damage up to 100k. And of course, that's by no means a big number at this point, but for a healer, I would say that Kokomi does a whole lot of damage because of this artifact. In fact, this artifact gave her more than 50%, I would say. About 60 to 70% extra damage just from the explosions itself. And it's crazy because, like, switching from this, from Heart of Death to this just gave so much more damage. And I definitely recommend you guys to build this if you do have Kokomi. Now, as for Albedo, he gets a 20% boost from switching his artifacts over to the Husk of Opulent Dreams, and then his weapon further increased that damage by another 4,000. So in total, with the new artifact and the new weapon, he got a 60% increase in his total damage. However, keep in mind that my Cinnabar Spindle is still at R2 as of the time of this video because the event has not started yet for the later stages. So I'm still at R2, and if you have this at R5, it will be a little bit more of a boost compared to what is shown in this video. So with all that being said, I highly recommend you guys switch over to the Husk of Opulent Dreams and definitely get the Cinnabar Spindle, because even if you don't have Albedo, this weapon is still really good. And I've tested it on a couple of other characters. It's obviously not the best, but it will work for a placeholder if you do need a weapon. And yeah, besides it's free, right? So just go get it. So yeah, that's basically it for this video. If you guys would like to see a further breakdown of my Kokomi or Albedo's artifacts, feel free to let me know in the comments below. And yeah, that's basically it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.